I'm always testing out new travel gear, and a few things have really stood out lately, either because they solved a weird problem or just worked way better than I expected. Some of them are a little unconventional, but they've been pretty helpful, so I wanted to share them in case they help make your next trip a little better too. First up is something I never thought I'd pack, but now it's always in my bag. This is a travel bidet. And don't worry, I won't go into graphic detail, but if you're already a fan of bidets, you know it's tough going without one when you're traveling. There are a few different types out there, but this one attaches to a standard plastic water bottle, so it's super discreet and lightweight. You can tuck it into your toiletry bag or your purse or sling bag while you're out and about. It's especially great for long hikes, backpacking, and camping too. To use it, just fill up a water bottle, ideally with warm water, and then you just insert the bidet attachment and turn it upside down and squeeze. This should probably go without saying, but don't travel with it already attached to a full water bottle. Just keep the original cap on until you need to use it. I get some funny looks with this one, but this is my square water bottle. And honestly, this might be the single thing that's upgraded my travels the most. And it's not just because it keeps me hydrated. Sure, it kind of looks like a flask when I'm drinking from it, but that's actually why, because it's been a conversation starter with other travelers around the world. I've met some amazing people this way just by people coming up to me and asking me what this is. And through that icebreaker, we've ended up swapping stories and travel tips, and I've gotten some of the best hidden gem recommendations that I never would have found otherwise. And that's what travel is all about. As for practicality, I wanted a better way to carry water when I'm just using a small purse or a sling bag, and this fits perfectly in the center pocket of my Pearl crossbody bag. It's also ideal for tote bags or backpacks if you don't want a round water bottle sticking out from the side pocket. But this really shines on the airplane when it's in the seat pocket in front of you. It sits flat so it doesn't fall out or get in the way. Now, this one is 500 ml or about 17 ounces, so it's not going to last you all day long, but it's easy enough to refill throughout the day anytime you make a stop, like at a fountain, a cafe, or before leaving a restaurant. If you're headed somewhere sunny where you'll be spending some time at the beach, by the pool, or maybe on a cruise, you've got to give these towel bands a try. For years, I've always used these clips to secure my towel to the lounger, but these bands are a great alternative. They're flat, they're lightweight, and so they're much easier to pack. And they actually work a little better than the clips, especially on loungers with those thick cushions. I've always used those clips to save my spot if I'm leaving the pool or the beach to go for a quick breakfast or lunch, but these bands also work for more situations than just that. I think they're actually a little better when it's windy out, when you're down by the ocean, or even when you're just reading the book and your towel keeps slipping down behind you. Next is a Cork lacrosse ball. In a recent video, I actually mentioned that I usually bring this peanut massager ball with me when I travel. But thanks to this wonderful community, someone mentioned that there's a cork version that exists and it is so much better, and I totally agree. This is definitely an upgrade for a few reasons. One of them is that it's much lighter, but the other one is that because it's not rubber or silicone, it doesn't collect any lint or fuzz from being in the bottom of your bag. So why do I use this? I use this to roll out all those tight knots, my back and my shoulders, and especially under my feet. Oh, it feels so good on the arches. Just press it against a wall or under your foot and then just roll. I also never travel without a pair of travel slippers. I like wearing them in the hotel room because those carpets are never clean. They're also perfect for when you're staying somewhere with those cold, hard tile floors, usually in places like Mexico or the Caribbean. And it's just nice to have something much more comfy to slip into at the end of the day after you've walked 25,000 steps. Now, I've had mine for quite a while, so they're well loved. So I'm definitely planning to upgrade to a pair that's waterproof and maybe even something I can slip into on the airplane for a long flight. Next up is the Matador soap pouch. This is the perfect solution when you're traveling and you bring your own bars of soap or even solid shampoo bars. Yes, you can use the hotel or Airbnb soap, so this is directed towards people like myself who like to bring our own, which could be for a variety of reasons, right? Personally, I prefer using soap bars that have minimal fragrance and fewer ingredients, which is why I like to pack my own. So this pouch, it lets you pack your soap while it's still wet. It dries inside the pouch without leaking or staying soggy. So no more traveling with soggy Ziploc bags. It's got this breathable yet impermeable membrane that kind of works like magic. All you do is you put your wet bar of soap in here, and then the next time you pull it out, it's just dry. There's no slime, no mess. It's beautiful. We all know the importance of sunscreen, so I like to have something small and portable with me at all times. A personal favorite is this one by Supergoop. It's SPF 50, and I really like it because it doesn't count as a liquid, so I can bring that with me on the plane. That's really important because we're a lot more susceptible to more sun damage when we're at 30,000 feet. Plus, because it's in stick form, you don't have to use your germy hands from the plane while you're rubbing it all over your face. And the air in the cabin is always so dry, so it's nice to stay moisturized. If you've ever struggled to pack a camera, a tablet, other electronics, or something fragile without a bulky case, this wrap is a great alternative. It's soft and protects your items from bumps and scratches, and it sticks to itself when you fold it, so it stays wrapped up in your bag. So this is a good option to protect your gear without using a bigger protective case that takes up a lot more room. Now, it's not going to be a replacement for a heavy-duty case, but if you have just one camera or lens or tablet that you need to pack and you're wondering how you can save space, you could wrap it in this cloth and then wedge that in between some soft items or in between your packing cubes. I also like to pack this with me when I'm planning to do some souvenir shopping. If I end up buying something that I might want to protect, I can just wrap it in this cloth. If you don't like carrying a big purse or you just need something small that carries a few essentials, this little micro bag is perfect. This one's by Lululemon, but there are some dupes on Amazon if you want to find something cheaper. It's great for holding a few cards, cash, some chapstick, hair ties, maybe dental flossers, and even earbuds. And with the elastic band, you can wear it around your wrist or even wrap it around something like your water bottle or another bag. I'm a sucker for anything mini because they're just so cute, but this actually has been quite practical for me. And at home, I love this for dog walks, especially if I'm just wearing maybe leggings or shorts that don't have any pockets. Now, I've tried every kind of travel pillow, the donut ones, the inflatable ones, the ones that look like scarves. They've never worked for me. But this style of pillow, this is the only one that's actually allowed me to get some sleep. I've mentioned this one in a few videos, but I'm going to continue to talk about it because I still don't see anyone testing this out, and I also wanted to answer a few questions I've been getting about it. First, if you haven't seen this before, it's not really a regular travel pillow, it's more of an eye mask and head stabilizer. To use it, attach it to the movable headrest flaps on your airplane seat, and then wrap the Velcro eye mask around your head, and then it holds your head in place. This prevents the dreaded head bob or your neck from moving around from side to side. There's a couple of things to know if you do want to use this. You do need to have a seat back with the adjustable headrests. Most planes have them nowadays. It's mostly just the older ones that don't have these. So if you're not sure, just look up your flight number to see the aircraft you'll be flying on, and then search for a recent YouTube video of someone reviewing that plane to see what the seats look like. If it's a longer flight, like at least over 6 hours, you're more than likely to have headrests on it. And a lot of people have asked me if this works well for short people. I'm 5'1" or 155 centimeters, and it works great for me. If you're taller, it'll likely be even more comfortable. And like many things on any flight, do not use this for taxi takeoff and landing. You will be asked to put it away. So that's everything I've been loving lately. Hopefully you found something new to add to your own travel setup. If you have your own underrated travel product that you swear by, I'd love to hear about it. Drop it in the comments so we can all swap ideas. And don't forget to sign up for my email newsletter for more travel tips and a behind the scenes look at where I'm traveling and what's going on and what I'm using, because not everything makes it on YouTube. Thanks for hanging out with me today. Happy travels, and I'll see you in the next one.